The Clever Mouse and the Curious Cat. Once upon a time, in a cozy little village, there lived a young mouse named Milo. Milo was small, with gray fur, twinkling eyes, and a heart full of curiosity. He lived with his big family inside the walls of an old bakery. The smell of bread and cakes filled the air every morning. Milo was not like the other mice. While his brothers and sisters were happy eating crumbs and playing hide and seek, Milo wanted to explore. He dreamed of adventures beyond the bakery. Not far from the bakery, in a sunny spot near the garden, lived a young cat named Cleo. Cleo was not like other cats. She was curious, just like Milo, and she didn't enjoy chasing mice. In fact, she had never caught one. One bright morning, as the sun rose over the rooftops, Milo sneaked out of the bakery. He tiptoed across the garden, sniffing flowers and staring at the butterflies. Suddenly, a shadow passed over him. He froze. "Hello," said a soft voice. Milo looked up and saw Cleo sitting above him, her tail flicking lazily. "A cat!" Milo squeaked, ready to run. But Cleo raised a paw. "Wait! I'm not going to hurt you," Milo blinked. "You're not?" Cleo shook her head. "Number, I've always wondered what mice are like. Everyone says you're sneaky and scared, but you don't look scared." "I was scared," Milo said honestly. "But you seem different." They stared at each other for a moment. Then Cleo said, "Want to talk?" And so the most unusual friendship began. Every morning, while the humans were still asleep, Milo and Cleo met in the garden. They shared stories. Milo told her about life inside the bakery, the tunnels, the hidden crumbs, and Cleo told him about the rooftops, the birds, and the stars she watched from the windowsill. They laughed, they played, they learned. But one day, something happened. A new cat came to the village. A large, grumpy tomcat named Brutus. He was strong, fast, and proud of his hunting skills. "I smell mice," Brutus growled as he passed the bakery. Milo's family panicked. "Stay inside," his mother warned. "It's not safe anymore." Milo was sad. He missed Cleo. Meanwhile, Cleo was worried too. She had heard Brutus boasting about catching mice. "I have to warn Milo," she whispered to herself. That night, she crept silently to the bakery, meowing softly near the wall. Milo heard her and popped his head out. "Cleo," he whispered, "it's dangerous." "I know," she said. "That's why I'm here. You have to be careful. Brutus is serious." "We all are hiding," Milo said. "But I don't like hiding. I want to find a way to stop this." Cleo thought for a moment. Maybe we can trick him." And so, the clever mouse and the curious cat made a plan. The next day, Brutus strutted into the garden. Suddenly, he heard a squeak. "A mouse!" He growled and pounced behind a bush, but there was nothing there, just a piece of string. Then he heard another sound from the tree. He jumped up, but only found leaves. He chased shadows, sounds, and even a falling feather. He was getting tired and confused. Finally, he saw a tail disappear into a hole in the wall. "Got you now!" he shouted and dove in. But it was a trap. Milo had placed a string tied to a basket above the hole. As Brutus crawled in, Cleo pulled the string, and whump! The basket fell, blocking the hole and trapping Brutus inside. Brutus yowled, but no one came to help. From a safe spot, Milo and Cleo peeked out. "Is he stuck?" Milo asked. "Just for a little while," Cleo said. "Long enough to scare him away." And it worked. When Brutus was finally let out, he was so embarrassed, he left the village and never came back. From that day on, Milo's family felt safe again. They could play and laugh and eat crumbs without fear. And as for Milo and Cleo, their friendship grew stronger. They proved that even the most unlikely pair, a cat and a mouse, could become the best of friends. And so, in a little village with a warm bakery and a sunny garden, a clever mouse and a curious cat taught everyone that kindness, bravery, and teamwork can solve even the trickiest problems. The end.